strikes.
Here's Jack Musa on the breakaway, looking for two, he's got it! Jack Musa across to O'Hara, he scores! That's a program record for point streak!
Here's Donald Mills on the doorstep, they score!
Hello everyone, it's great to have you with us here on the UMass Hockey Preview Show presented by UMass Journalism. Along with John Ruggiero, I am Jacob Repper coming at you one day before Thanksgiving, and boy do we have a lot on our plate for this special episode.
We sure do, Jacob. We'll pick apart the results from the home-and-home series against number 16th Providence. We'll dive into a defensive breakdown from UMass on the touchscreen, and then we'll look ahead to the lone game against Army this Saturday.
Like many teams in Hockey East, it's been an up-and-down season so far for the Minutemen. They started off hot, too, a sweep against Northern Michigan. Then they battled for splits in every subsequent series until Boston College 2 weeks ago when they lost both games to the Eagles. So when Thursday came rolling around, the 8-7 Minutemen marched out to Rhode Island looking to beat the preseason second-ranked team in Hockey East.
Yeah, Jacob, they look to do it yet again without Michael Rabel. Jackson Irving got the start, saved 17 in the first, but we'll jump ahead to the second here with Mikey D'Angelo opening the scoring for UMass 1-0 with 4:45 to go in the middle frame. Olvestad a shot there, D'Angelo with the rebound.
Just a gorgeous goal from him. His first in a little while for the Minutemen, gets the Minutemen going on the road, and then the third period, Minutemen, they're up 1-0. Who's going to do it for Providence? The first round pick, Roger McQueen. You'll see it right here. A fantastic goal from him in UMass's defensive end. They're caught up a little bit. They feed it out in front, and the 6'6" first-round draft pick from Anaheim buries that one. A gorgeous goal from him. That ties it up at 1, and you see it right here. Nothing Jackson Irving could do. He with a great goal from McQueen.
Yeah, Jacob, and then that tied the game real late. UMass was thinking, uh-oh, here we go again probably. That game was sent to overtime because of that great goal. And then yet again, it's Delce into the zone, and guess who? Mikey D'Angelo makes a brilliant move, cuts to the backhand, and scores, giving UMass the overtime win. 2 points in the Hockey East standings for UMass.
For the Michigan State transfer, it was his first multi-goal night of his college career, and it sure was a beauty. Thanks to him, the Minutemen trekked back to Amherst, rested on Friday night, regrouped for Saturday with a chance to seize their first Hockey East sweep of the season.
Yeah, Jacob, a couple of notes for Game 2. Cam O'Neill did not dress due to an injury sustained in the game prior. Cam Dunn jumped back into the lineup for the second straight game, and Jackson Irving remained in net. Yet in the first 20 minutes was very similar to the night before, and we're going to start out here with Julius Sumpf. He ripped one past Jackson Irving right off the draw, making it 1-0 Providence in the second period.
We know UMass is great when they score first. They don't do so here. Jackson Irving, 33 saves in the first 2 periods. Third period it goes, and James Dewar, his first goal in over 300 days, ties the score at 1. Look at this, spinorama on the backhand, gets it to the forehand, and buries it past Svedback. 1-1 late in the third we go.
6 minutes later, Roger McQueen, toe drag move, snipes one past the pad of Jackson Irving, scores his second goal in as many nights against UMass, taking the lead for Providence.
Providence, they're starting to roll here, however. 6:30, third period. Minutemen just down by 1. McQueen charges in, and it's Bo Jelsma on the doorstep, gets the feed off the pad from Jackson Irving here, the lively rebound, and just smashes that one into the back of the net. 3-1 Providence.
And then jumping ahead again, it's Logan Sawyer. He was held off the score sheet all night up until the 6:02 mark of the third period, stashes that one home past Jackson Irving.
Nothing the Minutemen could do to rally back. They're going to pull the goaltender, get the empty net, 4-1 late in the third, just 2 minutes, 30 seconds left. All the way it down, the puck twirling on edge. Quinn Manti from about 180 feet seals the deal for Providence. They walk away with the majority of Hockey East points, taking 4 of 6 from the Minutemen. And for UMass, they drop to 8-7 and have scored just 1 goal in their last 2 losses at the Mullins Center. John, this is what Coach Carville had to say after the 5-1 loss from the Minutemen.
We weren't playing a great game, but it was 0-0 near the end of the second period, and made a poor puck decision to take an icing, face-off, goal. came out in the third and actually started playing. Got a great goal from James Dewar. Started to get some momentum. And then another Queen kid, I think, walked right through our defense and scored, and things fell apart from there.
What was the message going into the third?
We just needed to play a little harder. We had a lot of guys tonight didn't have their A game, and we felt that if we could just it's 1-1 game at home, and we haven't played well, so we got more in the tank. And that line I thought played pretty well. Our fourth line gave some good shifts in the second when we were getting dominated, and that goal was outstanding. Gave us a lot of energy, and we were going. And then the second goal, we got guys back and above, and got to be heavier and harder there, and we weren't. It's in the back of the net.
We're going to go over that second goal that Greg Carvel just alluded to there on the big board. So let's roll it here. Roger McQueen coming into the zone, and we'll stop it right there. Lucas Olvestad, the defenseman here, he's going to make a bit of a late move onto McQueen with the poke check, and this guy right here is covering this Providence player. Olvestad was probably playing the pass, then decided to play the man in McQueen. Didn't really work out for him on that late move, and we'll play it there. McQueen toe drag, beautiful goal past Jackson Irving. And that's what happens when you give a first-round pick a little bit too much space, and we'll stop it here. You see Olvestad just trying to play the pass here, but he's already got Jack Musa on this left side. They're in position to play the pass, so Olvestad should probably be right here instead of right here, and that allows McQueen to take the open space as we roll the clip, and he scores another one past Jackson Irving. That took the lead for Providence, and now we're going to go to the next goal with Jacob Repper here.
John, it's kind of deja vu for the Minutemen. This is just a little bit later in the game. Very unfortunate stuff. We'll slow things down. Roger McQueen, we talked about it on our show last week, what a dynamic player he was. UMass did their best to control him, gave up a goal in the game one on Thursday, and he's going for two right here. Take a look at this. Roger McQueen on the right side, pause it right there. Almost the exact same thing. You got, who's this? Well, it's Lucas Olvestad, just right from before, and who's coming crashing in on him? The forward, Lucas Kletchka. So Kletchka comes back, 2 Minutemen on the one Providence player in McQueen, and we'll get rid of this. And what does that mean, actually? We'll keep it right here. This means 2 Providence Friars are out in front, 1 Minuteman in Owen Murray, and the odds of that converting for a goal are very good. We'll take a look exactly at what happens as we roll the clip, but it's almost, again, it's the same thing that we saw before. This time, instead of toe drag and shooting from McQueen, he baits 2 players in. You see the Minutemen converge right there on the right side. I mean, you see 3 forwards, or 3 players, 1 forward, 2 defensemen, and then the live rebound out from Jackson Irving. Nothing he could do on that. Bo Jelsma puts it away, and it's a gorgeous goal. That was pretty much the dagger for the Providence Friars, and an unfortunate way for UMass to end it. But let's take a pause for a moment. We've talked a lot about analysis. UMass, they're already 15 games into the semester, and we're getting close to ringing in the new year. John, what's your take on this UMass hockey team up to this point?
I mean, Jacob, it's a very similar start to what it was last season. You're going to see the year-to-year comparison here. One more win this year than this time last year. However, they've played double the ranked opponents, 6 ranked games, and at this point last year they only played 2 ranked games, so that's actually triple the amount of ranked games UMass has played, and they actually have a better record to show for it. So on both ends of the ice, they aren't as good. They're not scoring as much, though, and you see the year-to-year comparison there as well. But I think anyone that's sounding the alarm on this UMass team right now is just a little bit too early. UMass had a losing record at this point last season, and we saw how that turned out for the Minutemen.
Right, we've talked about it in our first show of the year, John. We mentioned that this stretch right now is a difficult spot for the Minutemen. Would you say they're where they want to be?
I think they're maybe a step below where they want to be. Obviously, only 8-7, but I think they're doing what they can right now, and they'll expect a late push, I think, in the January, February, March months.
Let's talk about something that we haven't fully addressed, actually, over the past couple of weeks. The big storyline emerging this season is the goaltending situation. Why don't you run me through that?
Yeah, Jacob, I mean, this time last year, Jackson Irving only saw 2 games, but now his numbers have tripled. 6 games played for Jackson Irving due to Michael Hrabel's injury. And as for the Mammoth draft pick, We know right now that he is considered day-to-day. However, he was back in the lineup as a backup goaltender this past weekend. And Jackson Irving, he's done stellar. Saved 48 of 49. And, of course, Rabel, he's been out since the Cornell series. So it's been Jackson Irving's net for now. And you see his numbers there, a 3.34 goals against average, 9.22 save percentage. I mean, look, that's not exactly perfect, but I think it's right where UMass needs it to be.
That's for sure, and we'll see who gets the go this weekend for the Minutemen. Of course, they're playing the Army West Point Black Knights. Should be a fun game, and this is a chance for the Minutemen to slow things down. It starts on Saturday, a chance for them to get a win against an Atlantic hockey opponent, and one at a time where I feel like they really need it.
Yeah, Jacob, they sure do. I mean, we'll take a look at this Army team on the screen here. They're 3-7-3 on the season, and I mean, that's not the best, obviously, for an Atlantic hockey opponent. However, they were able to beat Northeastern, a ranked team, and Stonehill. They beat them better than how UMass beat them, 6-1 the final, Army versus Stonehill. So, hey, I mean, that's not bad from the Army Black Knights. While it's should be an easier matchup for UMass, still have to watch out. Can't take any team lightly in college hockey.
They have a couple of really good players. They return 8 of their top 10 scores. They have a pretty good goaltender, the sophomore J.J. Cataldo, 14 wins last year, Mike Richter Award winner. So, yeah, you're right, John. You can't take this team lightly because what should be a UMass win on paper can transform into something else pretty quickly.
So perhaps the biggest thing UMass has to look out for when it comes to this Saturday is overeating on Thanksgiving.
John, I know I'm going to be overeating. I'll tell you that much. I don't have to go and play a hockey game, so hopefully they can just contain their diet a little bit, get ready to go for Saturday. But by that same tune, I want to ask you, John, what are you looking forward for Thanksgiving?
I mean, Jacob, I love the turkey. I'm not a big Thanksgiving person. I'm really not. But I'll eat, you know. I mean, how about you, Jacob?
Don't say that with our friend around here. You should know better. I'm a big sides guy. You got to go with the stuffing, mashed potatoes. Turkey's all right. It's not my favorite, but when you smoke it like our Professor Kyle here, it turns out pretty good for you.
How do you like your mashed potatoes? Most people like them chunky. I can't do it.
As long as they're mashed, it's good. It's good for me.
Fair enough.
Well, that is all from us here at the UMass Hockey Preview Show for the second to last time of the year, of course, presented by UMass Journals.
We wish you all a great Thanksgiving. We'll see you next time after the holiday. Take care.